How quickly they can turn. How painful it must be when you don't expect it. You know, I wonder how it feels to be almost president 3 times with a skull full of undelivered inauguration speeches.
Something happens to an also-ran. Something happens at the feet of a man who always comes in second in a foot race. He becomes a national unloved child, a balding orphan, an aging adolescent who never got the biggest piece of candy. Show me a Chevron and I'll show you an also-ran. I might have been, almost was.
Did you see his face? He looked terrible surprised. More folks ain't keeled over in this heat.
Nah, he'll be all right. Give him an hour or so to sweat out the pickles and pumpernickel. For his tongue to forget the acid taste of vinegar victory. Mount Brady will erupt again by nightfall, spewing lukewarm fire and irrelevant ashes.
What's the matter, boy?
Well, I don't know. Did I win or did I lose?
You won.
But the jury found
What
me guilty.
jury? 12 men? Millions of people say you won. They're reading the newspapers tonight that you smashed a bad law, you made it a joke.
Yeah, but what happens now? I haven't got a job. I bet they wanted to let me back into the board now.
Sure, it's going to be tough. It's not going to be a church social for a while, but, you know, just remember, while they're making you sweat, you helped out the next fellow.
What do you mean?
Well, you don't suppose this sort of thing goes away overnight, do you? Tomorrow, sure in hell, somebody else is going to have to stand up, and you help give them the guts to do it. Now you remember that.
Mr. Meeker, don't you have to lock me up now? They fixed bail. You don't expect a school teacher to have $500. This fella here put up the money.
With a year's subscription to the Baltimore Herald, you receive, at no cost or obligation, a year of freedom.
That's amazing. Congratulations. I really appreciate everything you do. It's been a pleasure.
Son,
You, Mr. Jordan.
you're a good man.
Yes.
And know what? You got a good lawyer over there.
Yes, I do.
So, you are very lucky.
It's been a hell of a week.
Rachel!
Hello, Bert.
I don't need any more shirts. I'm free. For now, anyway.
These are my things, Bert. I'm going away.
Well, where are you going?
I'm not sure, but I'm leaving my father.
Oh, Rachel.
It's my fault the jury found you guilty. It's partly my fault. I helped. This is your book, Bert. I've read it. All the way through. I don't understand it. And when I do understand, I don't laugh. I don't want to think that men come from apes and monkeys. But I think that's beside the point.
That's right. That's beside the point.
Mr. Drummond, hope I haven't said anything to offend you. See, I haven't really thought very much. I was always afraid of what I might think, so it seemed safer not to think at all. But now I know. A thought is like a child inside our body. It has to be born. If it dies inside of you, part of you dies too. Maybe what Mr. Darwin wrote is bad. I don't know. Bad or good, the ideas have to come out. Like children. Some healthy as a bean plant, some sickly. But I think the sickly ideas die mostly. Don't you, Bert?
Brady's dead. What caused it? Did they say?
I can't imagine a world without Matthew Harrison Brady.
Matthew Harrison Brady died of a busted belly. Be frank. Why should we weep for him? He cried enough for himself. The national tear duct of Weeping Water, Nebraska, who flooded a whole nation like a one-man Mississippi. You know what he was? He was a Barnum, bunk-film, Bible-beaten bastard.
You smart aleck. You have no more right to spit on his religion than you got a right to spit on my religion or my life.
Well, Colonel Drummond for the defense, even of his enemies.
There was much greatness in this man.
Shall I put that in his obituary?
Write any damn thing you want.
How do you write the obituary for a man who's been dead 30 years? In memoriam, MHB, then... Well, apostle whose letters to the Corinthians got lost in the mail? 10 years. 2 years. A tourist who asked a guide, who died here? Matthew Harrison who? What did he say to the Reverend in Fitz? He delivered his own eulogy. Right here in his book. Proverbs, wasn't it?
He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind, and a fool shall be servant to the wise in heart.
Well, Colonel Drummond. We're growing an odd crop of agnostics this year.
You know, I'm getting damn tired of you, Hornbeck.
Why?
You never pushed the noun against the verb except to blow up something.
That's a typical lawyer's trick. Accuse the accuser.
And what am I accused of?
You're accused of... You're accused of contempt of conscience, self-perjury, kindness of forethought, sentimentality in the first degree.
Why? Because I refused to erase a man's lifetime? I tell you, Brady had the same rights as Cates. The right to be wrong.
Be kind to bigots, Week. Since Brady's dead, we must be kind. God, the world is rotten with kindness.
The giant once lived in this body. Mac Brady got lost. He was looking for God, too high up, too far away.
You hypocrite. You fraud. You were more religious than he was. Excuse me, gentlemen, I must find the typewriter and hammer out the story of an atheist who believes in God.
Colonel Drummond?
Oh, I resigned my commission in the state militia, Bert. I handed my sword.
Doesn't it cost a lot of money for an appeal? I could have paid you.
I didn't come here to get paid. Well, I gotta get myself on a train.
There's one out at 5:13. Oh. Bert, you and I can be on that train too.
I'll get my stuff.
I'll help you.
See you at the depot.